Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's Shayna. I was going to say we're in my kitchen, but we're not. We're actually at my dining room table, as per my husband's request. So I'm going to make for you guys right now. Well, I'm really making them for my husband, actually. But I'm showing you how to make chocolate chip cookies that are grain-free and gluten-free and high in protein and all across the board crap-free so that you can enjoy them without feeling like you're sabotaging your health in any capacity. I definitely still treat them as a dessert. Like, I don't just like give them to my kids freely, but if they get up before me and then I come out and I see they've been eating them and they had to, I don't like freak out or anything, because I know like there's a lot of good fats, a lot of good protein, and not too much sugar. So we're doing pretty good. Okay, so I'm really proud of myself. I figured out how to prop the phone up again so I don't have to hold it the whole time. So yay. All sorts of brilliant happening over here. And if you guys can see this, if you can just like give me some, I don't know, some likes or some hearts or something, some comments so that I know you're there, that would be awesome. Okay, here we go. I'm propping it up. So, see, look at that. Now you can see both my hands. Amazing, right? Okay, so I'm starting with the dry ingredients. Let me give you just a little bit more intro for a second. I think it's really important to have balance in life. I'll hold it. I think it's really important to have balance in life. I think it's important to enjoy your life and let being healthy be about living your life as opposed to being overly obsessed with health. That's like a recipe for disaster and not a good life. And the only reason that I care about nutrition is because of, hey Lala, the only reason that I care about nutrition is because I see how it has a tremendous impact on the quality of my life and the quality of my family's life and of my clients' lives. And so I think it's really important when you're coming up with your personal health strategy, which I encourage you all to have, right? A strategy to be well. Love you too. That it comes from a healthy place, and that you're not like, sometimes, I see like I'll be in Whole Foods picking something up and I see people that like just don't look well, and they're standing and they're choosing all these, scrutinizing between like which brand of like cold pressed flaxseed oil is the best one. And obviously I do believe in being mindful, and I could recommend which one I do think is the best one, but I think it all has to be in balance, and you should always have in mind that your health is there to support your life, and not that your life should just be about being a crazy health nut, unless that makes you feel good somehow in a healthy way. Anyway, so I think it's important to make cookies and to enjoy them and to have them in your home, and unless there's like someone, God forbid, in your family that's already diabetic, that it's really important to have these things and not live a life that's like too squeezed or too deprived, and just to have your good, solid, real foods, and also have treats around. I think that makes for a good, balanced, healthy life. Okay, so here I am propping it up. Yay! I'm so glad you're here too, Molly. Molly, I never call you that, but I saw it on your name. Okay, it's Malka. Anyway, so first hack. Ready? And I'm going to bring it closer so I can see you better, so I can read your comments. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the first hack, can you see my bowl right here? Can you guys see that? Can someone answer? I don't know if you can or not, actually, so I guess I'll move you back. Woo. Okay. Bear with me, ladies and gents. There's, I think, one gentleman on here. Okay. You can see it now, right? Yes. Okay, awesome. So the first thing is, if you have like a whole bag of almond flour, yes, you can see, awesome. Okay. Open it in your big bowl, right? Because often, look what's going to happen. I'm going to open it because I got a new bag just for this. Look, it's spilling. And if it would have just been on the table, it would have spilled and been more mess for me. But I don't need more mess. I have enough of my own, right? Okay. So I just open it in the bag, so then a little bit just goes there. It's fine. Okay, so the first thing we're putting in, I'm doubling the recipe that I gave you, which I would encourage you to do also, because they're really good, unless you like live alone and not going to eat much. Okay, so the recipe I gave you calls for 2.5 cups, so I'm going to do 5 cups. Let's see if this is enough for 5 cups, actually. Okay, here we go. So it's just going to go in the bowl. And look, you don't have to be perfect. See? Can you see how that's not perfect? I'm just like letting things fly. It's okay. Here, 1. I don't remember the last time I made cookies by myself, to be honest. My kids always like to do this with me, but they're not here right now. 2. Oh! 3. In general, with baking, you do have to measure, but with these, you don't have to be perfect. As you can see, these are going to come out really good, but I'm not being perfect by any stretch. 4, 5. Maybe the whole bag is 5 cups. Next time I'll know, and I'll just pour the whole bag. That would be a time-saving tip. No, it's a little more than 5 cups. Okay, so here it is. There's my almond flour. Can you see? Hold on, look, it's a little chunky in there. Can you see that? I don't care. It's fine. That's a little chunky. That happens sometimes. Okay, so now generally for years, whenever I made cookies, I would just do it with my hands because I just felt like it was like less potchky. But I find that making cookies with a real spatula, I guess this is a spatula, I don't know what else to call it, it actually really helps. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to put in is the sugar. I find that like all cookies are generally way too sweet, but these ones aren't. Of course they're not because it's my recipe. Adapted from others. It's not like I made it up myself. Okay, but here's, I'm doubling it. So I'm going to do 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Let's see. Let's see if I even have that. The kind of sugar I recommend is organic coconut sugar. Yep, I do. Okay. Because it has all the minerals in it, and so it doesn't affect your blood sugar the same way. And anyways, these cookies shouldn't throw off your blood sugar too much because of all the protein and the good quality fats in there. It doesn't affect you the same way. Okay, you know what's interesting? I should put my glasses on. Hold on. These aren't even my glasses. These are my husband's glasses. Hey, Nessia. But I noticed it was a little harder for me to focus because I couldn't make eye contact with myself. I'm such a people person. If I can't connect to people, it's hard for me to think. So I know you guys are there, but even making eye contact with myself helps me focus. Okay, so we have in here the almond flour, which is blanched. Can you see it? Do you see how it's like light colored? That's different than almond meal. I also have recipes for almond meal cookies, but if you want ones that are going to look like more like real cookies, then you got to use the blanched ones. Okay, now we're putting in our baking soda. I forgot how much I said to do. Let's see. Baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon. So this is a regular teaspoon, which is good because we're doubling it. Hey, David. Okay. If you see that I'm looking at the ingredients on, or the recipe on the Trader Joe's bag, if you can tell I'm doing that, it's because the one that I do is basically a different version of theirs, but it's my guideline. I just change it and make it better. Okay, so I'm mixing up all the dry ingredients, or a little bit of salt goes into, like 1/2 teaspoon. And I definitely don't use 2 bowls, because like, who needs 2 bowls to get dirty? But I do the dry ingredients first, and then I just kind of push them to the side and add in the wet ingredients. And, okay, so there we go. Pushing it to the side. Can you see that? Maybe I'll pick it up so you can see better. If you can't, okay, there we go. See, just pushing it to the side. Cool glasses, thanks, Judah. I'm wearing my husband's glasses. I don't know where I put mine. And we have a really similar prescription. Anyways, I think that his look better on me. Okay, so there we are, just push to the side. I'm gonna put it back down so I can use both my, oops, sorry. So I can use both my hands, but if you can't see, then tell me, okay? But I think that you can see pretty well. But if you like it better the other way, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the eggs in. How many eggs did I say? Okay, 4 eggs, because I'm doubling it, so the original recipe is 2. Check out this cool hack. So you don't have to like crack it in something else. I mean, I could just crack it and I see, if you're worried about blood spots, I just look and see it in there and I never find any, so I'm not worried. But look, I just go like this. Boop. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. Okay, boom. 2. 3. And then I'll do the last one with this. 4. I want to show you guys how awesome these eggs look. Ready? I'll flip the camera. Okay. Do you see that? How they're so orange? I don't have a filter on. I wouldn't even know how to do a filter on a Facebook Live. But they're so orange because they're fed well. So these kind of eggs are really good. They're the kind that I recommend for all my clients. Look at them. Let me see. Trader Joe's dark yolk, 3 times folic acid, 5 times vitamin E, 225 milligrams of omega-3s, right? So I always try and keep in mind that when you're eating, right, you're eating all the time anyways, you might as well be taking care of yourself and making every bite worth it, right? So even if you're making cookies, right, you can still pack it up, you know, pack it with nutrition. Okay, so now I'm putting in the coconut oil, which I'm doing a full cup of because I'm doubling the recipe. Don't worry, I have more. Okay, pouring that in. And the vanilla. I'm really proud of myself, by the way, that I remembered the baking soda. I made a cake last week for Shabbos, and I had my guests over here already. They were staying with us. And I was like chatting with her as I was making it, and I totally got distracted and forgot the baking soda. And we had this really tasty but very dense cake. Okay, so now, pick it up again. Here we go. Now I'm just, probably better to do this with a fork, but I'm not getting it. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm standing anyways, but I'm not leaving. So I'm just scrambling it all in right here, so at least everything kind of got mixed in together pretty well. And then, any questions so far? Feel free to say. Okay, now I'm just mixing in the dry with the wet. Okay. Is my husband coming out? Yehuda, can you come hold the camera for me? My husband is here to hold the camera for me. These cookies are because you guys wanted, but also because he wanted. Okay. Now I can take off my glasses because I can't see myself anyways. I think they're fun and tad dorky on me though. That's okay. Okay, can they see as I'm stirring? Because I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. If it looks a little dry, you can add a little more oil, but the truth is I think it's not. I think it's going to be just right. It's just that the oil was a little cold. So it hardened a little bit. But when I used to make this with my hands instead of the spatula, it would like majorly get stuck to my hands. It works so much better using the spatula. Like I make it more often now because it's that much less annoying. Okay. Okay, you know what? I feel like it needs a little bit more because I didn't quite have enough oil. Let's see.
Do you need more?
Yeah, can you grab me some more? You can even use the avocado. I'll chat for a second. You guys for a second and tell you. Okay, so the coconut oil, as you know, I'm a big fan of. I'm using. I think the rest of their coconut oil is too hard, so I'm going to use avocado oil. Avocado oil is also a really good oil, and it has a really mild taste. So if you want to put it in something and you don't want it to be noticed, you can use avocado oil. Also, the avocado oil won't harden when it mixes with the other cold ingredients. Like my eggs were cold and my almond flour is cold. You guys want to see my little kid? He's so cute.
What am I getting you?
The avocado oil. Strelly, look.
What?
Say hi.
Where is it?
Say hi. Hi. The avocado oil is right next to the oven. With the olive oil. Okay. Anyways, the truth is, if I didn't have any more oil, I would just do it like this and it would still work. But I'm going to add it in so it comes out just right. Here we go. Okay. I'm not measuring because I know kind of how much didn't get in before. I'm just going to go like that. Call it a day. Okay. And now, doesn't that look a little better? Okay. And now I'm going to put in the chocolate chip. Your little man has something to say. You guys are going to meet my whole family.
What do you say? Here, you can put it in.
So everyone knows that chocolate chips, I have to be able to hear me. But, okay. Chocolate chips are for sure the best part of chocolate chip cookies. So I would say put as much as you want. For me, it's kind of like the only real sugar in here. And anyway, see, I'm just kind of like folding it in. I'm not going to make you watch while I just do this, but kind of just do it like that. It's easier with two hands than one, but what can you do? And then, nothing. Then, see, I have my little cookie sheet with my parchment paper. It's fine. Can you take him out though? Okay. Then, like, I'm just going to put it like in a little bally like this. And, boop, and then I flatten it because they don't really flatten so much on their own. Look at that. Like a real cookie. So, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna like keep you guys watching while I put it in the oven because that would be really boring, right? So I just do the whole thing, but I would leave some space in between because these really do come back. They really do act like real cookies and they kind of spread a little bit. If you're super lazy, like I am, sometimes I just make like a whole bar. Like I don't shape it into the balls. I just like make a tray worth of cookies and then I slice it in cool ways and that comes out really good too. But everyone really likes it better like this because it looks like a real cookie and then they feel like, oh my gosh, we have real cookies and it's exciting in our house. So I hope this was helpful and they're super delicious. And I'll just, I'm going to sit for a second and tell you why the ingredients in here are good. That's bad lighting, isn't it? Okay, that's better. Okay, so again, instead with a regular cookie recipe, there's a couple issues. Number one, they usually have an insane amount of sugar. I'm covered in cookie dough. Okay, they usually have an insane amount of sugar that will spike your blood sugar and make you so happy and then drop your blood sugar and make you feel so sad and weaken your immune system. So these ones have about half of the sugar that a regular cookie has, so that's really awesome. And on top of that, we also have more almond flour. I mean, the almond flour, sorry, most cookies don't have almond flour, but by using almond flour instead of using regular wheat flour, almond flour has a lot of protein and it has a lot of fat. So not only is it giving you energy and giving you like real food and real nutrition, because there's a lot of vitamins and minerals in both of those things, it's also, again, helping to keep your blood sugar stable. Because it's really the combination of fat and protein to sugar that throws you off so much and messes with your immune system so much. So when you're able to have a lot more fat and a lot more protein, then you have a lot, it just keeps everything happier. So I hope that was helpful and made sense. Anyways, if you have any more questions, let me know and enjoy. I'll post a picture when they come out of the oven and they get gobbled up right away. They also freeze really well, so that's awesome. Okay. Mwah! See you later, bye.